Was not expecting to see that outside my hotel window. Morning everybody. Early start today. Got my coffee. We are off to Gore-Tex today. See how they do their thing. Should be a really interesting day. Why don't you come along for the ride? So Ray, just talk us through, you've got a lot of buttons here for the environmental chamber. What kind of stuff can you do in there?
So we really can replicate 95% of the world's ambient conditions, from negative 50°C to plus 50°C, from 5% to 98% humidity, from 0 to about 20 miles an hour wind, as well as solar load. We can do up to 1100 watts per meter squared of solar radiation in the room as well. The really unique thing about this room is it allows us to replicate anywhere in the world. So whatever garments that we may be testing, we can really tone in or zone in where we want to test them in the world and make those ambient conditions inside the chamber.
I think we could go pretty extreme, I think, on this, but maybe not minus 50. That might be a bit too cold.
The golf ball tends to ping off the ground a little bit when it's frozen, so we'll go right around 11°C.
Okay, you're going to go easy on me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right, well, let's go. Let's get started.
All right.
Colour M window. Excellent. That's what I want. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's coming. Starting to feel it now. I have no idea if you can hear me, but this is pretty cool. Well, it's cold. It's worth it. Wind testing done.
So
now
this
we're
is the lowest rainfall.
going in the rain chamber. So I'm going to do a little test. So I've got, if I can find it, two £20, sorry, $20 bills, as they say there. Put one in my jacket pocket, one in my trouser pocket. I've got my bucket hat, and they're going to help me with very heavy rain, and we'll see if these dollar bills stay dry. And hopefully I'll stay dry as well.
Actually, that might not be too bad. When the rain is down,
It's absolutely freezing in here. This is pretty tame. I'd still play golf in this. I think. Maybe 9 holes.
He's turning out now.
Come on. More worried about my $20 bills.
Cost you that 20 you just gave me.
So this is the second level of rain. So how much rain is this?
This is around 10 millimeters an hour, so it's still pretty light rain.
Light rain?
Yeah.
Okay. How much heavier can you go?
We can go a lot heavier than this.
How many levels more?
There's like 4 more levels.
4 more. This is maximum right here. It's pretty heavy. Is it? The things I do for this job.
So this one is kind of localized inside the chamber, so if you go up a little bit more,
Yeah.
yeah, you can kind of see it's more of a shower.
How much water is this?
So this is about 2 inches of rain per hour.
Right.
Once it kicks in.
Yeah, you're definitely running for the clubhouse in this. Oh, I just tripped down my ankle.
Down your ankle?
It just went
Ah,
down
you
there.
just caught a bit.
I'm good.
Need the booty.
Yeah, I needed one of those high top ones, the booty. Yeah, that wasn't the trousers fault. That was me swinging. Just went down there. I'm not getting anything through the shoe. Right, so just come out. As you can see, thoroughly soaked. Look at the state of me. We'll dry off and then we'll check the $20 bills, see if they've stayed dry. So just coming out of the rain tower, they cranked it right up to the maximum, which was fun. My hands are absolutely freezing now. And my body was surprisingly warm. Anyway, let's have a look at our $20 bills to see if the jacket did its job and kept them dry. So we'll start with the jacket pocket, if I can get into it. Here we go. I'd say that's pretty pristine. Don't know if you can see that. Nothing on there at all, which is good. So the jacket pockets are working, and we'll try the trousers now. Are you on that? You on that back? Okay,
Yes,
you can have
please.
that back.
Thank you.
If this is wet, I'm keeping it. Right, so here we go. Again, bone dry. Very impressive. You can have that one back as well, Smithy. So there you go. As you can see, I've got an absolute soaking in the rain tower, but the jacket and trousers did their job and kept me dry. So now I just need to warm up a bit. Right, we're here in Gore-Tex HQ, and I've got with me Nate from Gore-Tex. Nate, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Right, you are holding something. This is very exciting because this is what keeps golfers dry and obviously comfortable as well out on the golf course. Can you just kind of explain what this is and why it's so good for golf?
Absolutely. So this is our Gore-Tex membrane, and this is what's so unique about Gore-Tex jackets. So we take this material and we laminate it to a face fabric and a backer fabric. And the Gore-Tex membrane has a unique molecular structure with about 9 billion pores per square inch, and those pores are about 700 times smaller than a droplet of water, but 20,000 times larger than a molecule of moisture vapor. So that gives you its unique waterproof but breathable material, and the molecular structure also keeps wind out. So that's how you get our waterproof, windproof, breathable membranes.
It's a fascinating material, isn't it? It's kind of tacky but super thin, and I mean, is this what goes into a jacket? This exact kind of, is that the form it takes?
More or less. So we take this, like you said, pretty much this exact membrane, and then we laminate it to a fabric, which gives it a little bit more sturdiness and hand feel, and that durability that you need to have.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like heart bypass implants going here? Yeah?
These, the white, is Gore materials that go into the body.
So here's another cool application of Gore. Now you might think that these look like jeans, right? But actually, if you get closer, you can see it's a Gore pair of trousers. These aren't holes, these are just kind of cosmetic details. And these were worn by the American snowboard team in the Winter Olympics in Vancouver in 2010, and they actually won the gold medal. They won the gold medal, so they wanted some trousers that looked like jeans but were waterproof, so they look pretty cool, don't they? Right, okay, we are here inside the Gore Footwear testing lab. I'm going to take you through all the testing that they do on their shoes. First of all, we have here this booty testing system, so you can see, if I spin the camera around, now these are inflated with air dropped into the water, and as you can see, this one is leaking some bubbles, which means it has failed the test, so that wouldn't be carried on into production, whereas this one is working fine, so that one would be. So that's testing for waterproofness. Now next up we have the waterproof testing for the upper, and it's this machine here. We've got the Speed 2s here flexing. Now to test these shoes, they would be doing 50,000 flexes to make sure that no water is leaking through the upper after a number of flexes. The firefighting shoes that go in here will spend 5 days in here and do 500,000 flexes, because obviously it's a different kind of use for the end user. So really important that the shoes aren't leaking, and that's how they test it. Next up over here we have another cool test, which is another way that Gore have developed a way to test the waterproofness of shoes in a very quick way. So they've developed the machine here themselves. So what's going on in here, the shoes are inside this kind of machine, and they're spinning around at 250 RPM. And I've got a little stool here. Should be able to show you if I don't fall over. So there you see the shoes spinning round and round and round and round. And after a set amount of time, if the shoes are leaking, water will appear on this screen. So they'll know very, very quickly if a shoe upper is leaking. It normally takes only a few seconds for water to appear on this screen, and that'll know if it's leaking. Another test that isn't going on at the moment, but I can show you how it works, is for breathability. Obviously, no, breathability is really important in golf shoes, and actually happens in this controlled lab. So this is 50% humidity, this lab, and it's a very controlled environment. If it's not controlled, if the temperature rises or the humidity changes too much, that'll turn red. But this kind of shows exactly how it works. So you can see here we've got a shoe with the Gore-Tex membrane here, and inside the shoe are pipes. Hot water is pumped through the pipe, so it circulates inside the shoe, and Gore are measuring the weight of the shoe, so how it changes from before the water was pumped in and after. And obviously they're looking for the water to be escaping from the pipes through the membrane onto the shoe. So they're looking for a certain amount of weight to increase to let them know that the water is escaping through the shoe. So there you have it, tour of the Gore footwear testing lab done. Hope you enjoyed that. Gives you a little bit of insight into how your Gore-Tex shoes, like the Under Armour Speed 2, are tested to make sure they give you 100% waterproof protection.
I just realized I think I left my windows open.
Oh no. It's raining again.
I think they were closed.
Yeah.
Good job work, Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
Right, that's it everybody. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes look at Gore HQ, and hopefully it's given you a greater appreciation into the technology that goes in to your waterproof Gore-Tex jackets like this one here from Under Armour. As always, click the like button if you like the video, and for your chance to win a pair of Under Armour Speed 2 golf shoes in all white, all you have to do is comment down below with your shoe size. Tell me what is the coldest temperature the environmental chamber went down to that I went into. Obviously you can watch the video back, you should be able to find that information. Comment down below with your shoe size and I'll pick a winner at random, and a pair of the all white Under Armour Speed 2 golf shoes will be on their way to you. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, but for now, it's goodbye.